getting lied to every other day by the political infrastructure of someone. I think the country is dying from a disease worse than COVID. That disease is whataboutism. So as soon as we try to have this conversation, we talk about what about. The reality is this. I think that Americans saw that the president was not fit to serve another 4 years. He did not serve another 4 years. The question is, why did the party rally behind him and tell so many people that that was the case when it wasn't?
Let me ask a question. Let me explain. I want to raise this because I think it's very important. What he just said, the party rallied behind Joe Biden after that debate, specifically, actually, and perhaps most vociferously, elected Black lawmakers.
That's not what happened, though.
Who were incredibly loyal to Joe Biden.
But that's not accurate.
And
that's not what happened.
I'm wondering if people. I'm wondering if some of those people are also feeling lied to.
But that's not what happened.
Why aren't we having a debate about
what happened? Let me explain to you what happened. Let me walk you through this process, because a lot of people watching.
I think we all know what happened.
No, but you don't, Kevin, because you're misinterpreting what happened.
No, I'm very clear what happened.
Hold on, Kevin. Let me let.
Guys, we're all clear what happened. Joe Biden lost his nut and he had to drop out. That's pretty much what happened. And the Democrats tried to cover for him beforehand when they knew he was declining. That's what happened.
Let me explain to you something you do not know for 1 second.
I think I know.
So what happened was there are a lot of people who believe that Kamala Harris did not deserve to be skipped over. There also, in the same breath, are a lot of people who believed and understood that only one person could make this decision. And we did not want a firing squad trying to destroy the Democratic Party from within while you're trying to win an election. And so what we wanted to do was give Joe Biden the space to make a decision that we knew he would inevitably make, while also making sure that the process was one whereby
let me give you an
Kevin,
alternate fact.
I'm going to finish sentences.
You knew that he would inevitably make this decision, even though
there was no question that after the debate,
he was saying he would not do it.
After the debate, we knew that there was one thing that could happen. Only one thing that could happen, that he would make a decision. Now, you're asking questions about being president of the United States. I'm thinking in a campaign mode and who's running for president of the United States. And one of the things I will tell you is that there are a large swath of the Democratic Party, and people are going to say whatever, who did not simply want you to skip over Kamala Harris to be the nominee. And so, yes,
you're not finishing this properly. I was here.
I'm not finishing my thought properly.
Now we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, he just cut him off. You know, because he was talking about a bunch of old bullshit. But anyway, let's get to it.
They did not run a process. They picked a loser, and she lost, and she got slaughtered because they didn't run a process.
Hold on.
Anybody could have done it.
First of all, like, let's just make sure that we maintain some respect for Kamala Harris.
The former vice president of the United States.
Referring to her as a
She
loser.
was never.
Oh, Lord, yo, here comes the fake outrage. You see, guys, here go these black livers trying to defend Kamala Harris like she's some kind of black queen. I mean, man, damn Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris ain't did a damn thing for black society.
Never elected in a process.
I think referring to her as a loser
she
is
should have run against
disrespectful.
other contenders.
And I think that we need to make sure that we have a
Okay, now, do they have the same respect for Donald Trump when they refer to him? You know, these liberals. Seriously, I feel that that's very hypocritical for him to even say that. They lie on him every day. They spread propaganda on him every day. They call him names. They castigate him. They denigrate him every day. Do you tell your fellow Democrats to stop doing that to Donald Trump? You know, our current president, out of respect for the office? No, they don't.
That goes back to the. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
After Biden dropped out, I mean, he did basically disappear. He did show up at the convention, but from the point at which he dropped out of the campaign, he basically disappeared. And then after the election day, between that and the inauguration, he really disappeared. And I just think there are legitimate questions about at that point. If he was not fit to run for office, I argued at the time he was not fit to serve in the office at the time, yet he was not in the public eye. Decisions were being made, monumental policy decisions were being made, and I still want to know who was making them?
And
Was the president
you
actually doing it?
you deserve those answers. And first and foremost, and lastly, there's nothing about Kamala Harris that's a loser. Let's just put it.
It is.
Oh, I think there
Yeah,
is.
she
She
is a
lost
loser.
big time.
You gotta.
She lost an election.
The biggest
She got
lost in the
slaughtered.
All right,
the big-
listen, we are not gonna hold on.
I'm not being
Hold on a
disrespectful.
second.
I'm talking
Yes, you
fact.
absolutely
She
are.
got slaughtered because they disavowed the process.
Hold on.
They
Kevin.
anointed her, and she got slaughtered.
I just want-
That's
that
what
was
happened.
the process.
We don't have to debate
Hold on a
facts.
second.
We do not have to debate facts.
Hold on a
Rules are
second,
the
Kevin.
facts, too.
Kevin,
But you like
just
to
just
think
one
she
one
was
point of
horrific.
clarification. She was elected in the
I just
2020
told him that.
election
She
was
along
not
with
elected
Joe
as president of the
Biden.
United States
She was elected vice president.
She was
she
anointed
she
into
was
that
elected.
position.
No, she wasn't elected. She was given that position that she didn't deserve. And deep down, guys, Kamala Harris knew she didn't belong there. You could just tell in some of her interviews that she just didn't really belong there. And like I said earlier, for all these black liberals always trying to defend Kamala Harris like she's some kind of black queen, Kamala Harris has never done anything for black society like that. So why y'all defending her? She's not some wounded little bird. She's a grown woman. She's never done anything for black society. Nothing. Kamala Harris ain't never really even identified with y'all like that till it benefited her. And y'all want to sit around here and defend this woman like she's some kind of guy, like black queen. Man, fuck Kamala Harris. I'm saying it. In fact, she's done the opposite. She's done things to harm black people. Putting innocent men in jail, then blocking them from getting an appeal. She put a woman in prison for truancy when the girl's daughter was sick in the hospital. She done that. So don't sit up here and try to erase Kamala Harris's history, because her history is still there. That's the one thing you can't erase history. But anyway, y'all, it's your boy Mazel Capone. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. Like and subscribe, man. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.